My name is Megan Chambers. I'm here to help you understand how to use the copyright assignment to make it beneficial to your students' learning. Following the Assure model, first we need to analyze the audience, which is your 10th grade English classroom. We're doing a lesson on copyright. We need to keep in mind that this contains a mixed learners environment. Some of the students are gifted, some might be visual learners, some audio learners, and etc. So we need to offer different vocal visual aspects to engage multiple different types of learners and allow different examples to help incorporate the different student learning levels so they can all understand it equally. In addition, adding additional resources towards the end of the copyright assignment will allow the students to do further research if they feel they need it, or if they need to go back and revisit. It's very important to clearly state your objectives when you're giving the assignment. So if you're going to be doing an essay assignment on copyright, for example, you need to tell them that they need to have the introduction, the body, and the conclusion of the essay, and that the grammar needs to be done correctly. I also added in my scenario that they had a group participation to research the copyright laws, in which they had to fill out a brief survey on how the group research project went of the portion of the assignment. Clearly state what you want from them and provide a rubric to give them an idea of what they need to do and how it's going to affect them. This way they can find out how it states specifically applies to copyright laws and how the assignment needs to be done to facilitate that. The material selected needs to cover different learning types. So as I was saying, when you're selecting the methods, the media, and the materials, make sure that everybody can benefit from the assignment. Containing visually non-distracting and minimalistic, which allows students to pay attention more on the presentation that you're giving. Mixture of audio and visual, and bullet points to keep the students engaged and on task. The Assure You of the model means to utilize the method's media materials. So make sure the students have practice using the information that you've provided. So at the end of your discussion, you can have a brief class participation where you ask the students which example would be within fair use. And you can also give them practice on citations, such as finding the errors in citations or just writing out citations in general and how to use them. The R in the Assure model requires learner participation, which by getting them involved in a class project, such as the research for the copyright laws or asking them questions in a group setting to find the errors in citations or to go over the fair use rules would be a way to get their participation. This creates an interactive environment that's back and forth. You can also ask them questions and see if they need to ask anything in return. And the group participation is a great way to discover if the students are learning and benefiting from it. This is a simple rubric that I designed for the evaluate and revise on the Assure model. I have 4 different criteria, which is demonstration of fair use, the essay itself, participation, and grammar. For the fair use, I have whether students can demonstrate a competent understanding on the fair use rules, correct citations and materials are used. If that's for 30 points. In the essay, if they created a introduction, body, conclusion that accurately described the fair use and copyright laws, they would get 50 points. Participation in the group research and providing feedback on how the group participation went would get them the 10 points, and if there was little to no grammatical mistakes, they would get another 10 points. And this would give the students a very easy way to understand what they need to accomplish to get a good grade on their project. Thank you for taking your time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day.